Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So I picked up the exhaust manifold. It's right here. So this thing's pretty crusty and dirty, so I'm just going to use some super clean it off. I picked up a new exhaust manifold gasket. I have a new gasket for the test pipe here, so I just want to clean this up first before I start disassembling the car. So first thing we're going to do is remove the heat shield. Hopefully this engine is cooled down enough. There's 4 12mm bolts on the front. Once we remove that, I think there's a bracket holding the exhaust manifold to the block, and then we're going to take out the 8 or 9 bolts holding the exhaust manifold to the head. So you have 9 12mm here. The heat shield, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 12s, and then right here, this is the bolt you see me trying to loosen while stepping on it. Wouldn't really come loose, so I just took the one right out of the block. So this is loose. So now we have to jack up the car, undo the exhaust, and pull it off and swap out the new head. So once you have the car jacked up, the first thing I like to do is crawl underneath the car and disconnect the O2 sensor. So the primary O2 sensor is located right here, just one single plug. There's usually a second O2 sensor right back here somewhere, but this car has been converted to OBD1, so I took out the other O2 sensor. After disconnecting the O2 sensor, if you look right here, you'll have a bracket coming off the back of the block with 2 12s. You want to take those off. Once those bolts are out, you want to move over to the edge of the exhaust manifold and remove the 2 bolts here. Since the new exhaust test pipe is V-band, we have to remove this test pipe. I feel like it's easiest to remove the 2 rubber hangers and drop the exhaust so you can get the top bolt up here. So I'm going to drop the hangers, lay this exhaust down, remove the 3 bolts here, and take this test pipe out. So I have the other test pipe removed from the car, so now I have to get this one prepared to go on. So I'm going to remove this V-band and separate these two, take off this old gasket and bolts, and then get this bolted up to the car. So I have the test pipe bolted back up. Before I go to put the exhaust manifold on, I'm going to put some blue towels in the exhaust ports and try to clean up some of this built up grease and dirt. I'm going to be using some carburetor cleaner. So that carburetor cleaner didn't work as well as I wanted it to, but it did get a fair amount of built up dirt and grease off the engine. So now I'm going to try to feed the exhaust manifold in from underneath the car. So I have the exhaust manifold all bolted up on the top. This is why we changed to the half rad, because of the clearance. This would have definitely hit the stock radiator. So we're running into one problem now. The test pipe that came with the car is too long. So that's just the one piece of it on there. And I have this section. So what I'm going to try to do is take this middle section off and see if I could just put this front section into what's already on the car. Hopefully that works. If not, I guess we're going to have to do some welding. So I was able to take out the center section of this test pipe, and this fit in there just fine. I do have a slight exhaust leak right here where the test pipe meets the header. If you could see, this V-band is all twisted up. So I'm just going to order another one. They're only like 10 bucks. I'll probably get just a clamp cheaper than that. So I'm going to go ahead and order that. I did have to zip tie the O2 sensor up right here because this one was longer. I guess this is for like a Civic or something. But there's no check engine lights. Before I get rid of the stock exhaust manifold, I'm gonna take off this O2 sensor because it's still good. And I have an extra test pipe. So this is in, it looks pretty decent. Should have probably just bought it new so it wasn't so ugly, but like I said plenty of times before, it's not a show car. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Installing an exhaust manifold really isn't too hard. It's probably about 15 bolts, but I figured I'd show you guys anyway since I was doing it. I wasn't expecting to run into the test pipe problem, but it really wasn't a big deal. But if you guys have any questions, like always, feel free to leave them at the bottom. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.